So this semester, I had the pleasure of doing my placement at Progress Place, which is the new downtown location opened up by Club Inclusion and the Prescott Group. So what Progress Place is really striving to do is they're dedicated to supporting people with intellectual and developmental disabilities by encouraging them to make their own choices as well as create fair opportunities for everyone. So they have created an inclusive and safe space where participants can come and build meaningful friendships as well as learn vital skills and engage in meaningful work within their social enterprises, like the North End Baking Co. Cafe, which is located at the Progress Place, as well as Pinky's Thrift, which is a thrift store that is located in the North End. So all of these social enterprises that are run by the Prescott Group are employ people with physical or intellectual and developmental disabilities. So their main goal is just self-advocacy, fair wage employment, and accessibility. Their goal is really just to empower these individuals to create their own goals and thrive as members of our vibrant community. They just want to create fair opportunity for these incredible people. So as a placement student, it was a very hands-on role. So I would come in every Friday from 8:30 to 3:30. And a typical day would start at 8:30 where I'd come in, we'd have a staff meeting where we went over the plan for the day. So on a typical day, there's about 80 participants and about 35 staff that are working hands-on with these participants. So these 35 to 40 staff are divided up into different groups, and typically it's the same staff working with the same participants. So I was in brown group, so consistently I was working with the same participants. So participants are showing up typically from anywhere from 8 a.m. to 9:30, and at 9:30 is when we start to run our programs. So I was mainly just filling in wherever they needed. So typically our morning programs were very low energy and just starting to get our bodies moving. Or if participants didn't want to do that, they had options of doing Jeopardy, bingo, or in our program room we ran karaoke, get up and move. And then in the art room, typically there was some sort of leftover crafts from earlier in the week, and then sometimes we'd go on outings, either just to walk around the neighborhood, we'd go to the library, sometimes we could walk around public gardens, really all weather dependent. And then that would usually be our morning. And so the morning was broken up into 2 blocks with a break in the middle. So staff either get to have a morning break, which occurs during first snack, or they can have an afternoon break, which occurs during second snack, which is 15 minutes. So that once the morning hits, then we arrive at lunch. So lunch typically starts at 11:30. And so as staff, you get either the first 30, which is 11:30 to 12, or the second 30. So that is just your time to take a break. And then once you return, you're kind of responsible for helping either participants warm up their lunches, just making sure everybody has what they need, and just kind of hanging out, asking people how their days are. It's very interactive and very just fun. So every Friday there is a special event that occurs in the second block of the afternoon, so from 1:30 to 2:30, and this event is run by participants. So each group has their different week where they are responsible to plan, organize, and then put on the event. So we've had various different events like a rave, we've had a tennis party, we've had carnivals. It's just super fun and interactive, and also gives participants the opportunity to take charge and demonstrate what they're able to do and what they're able to put on for the rest of the staff and participants at Progress Place. I very much enjoyed it. It is very hands-on, and there is no option for remote. Everything is in person. So if you are looking for something remote, I would not suggest this. But if you are willing to put yourself out there and get to know some really awesome people, I would very much suggest doing your placement at Progress Place.